name might have had a double slot.
No problem. Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, how are you?
I'm okay. Okay, let's start if we could. The movie starts off and I see Mary Fiore. I'm like, oh, she's a producer with good taste. I was like, after I watched her in the beginning. And then I saw, okay, she's a producer with good taste. She makes these extravagant weddings. And then she goes home with a TV tray. I was like, oh no.
Yes.
No life.
She's no life McGillicuddy. She's so alone. But I think it's a real choice for her. That's the thing about this character. She is so career driven and so focused and everything, but it's a choice because it's like life has hurt her too much. So she doesn't really want to deal with that. So if she makes her whole life work, she doesn't have to.
But I thought, she has no life. How do you relate?
I relate. Well, I work a lot too, you know what I mean? So I can really get into, in the movie, Mary does it as a choice. With me, it's like I just haven't found the balance. You know what I mean? I work a lot and I love what I do and I'm passionate about that. So in a way, my personal life is sacrificed a little bit. So I relate to it, but in a different way,
I believed her. I was like, okay, Mary, you're believable, until she tangoed. And when you whipped out with those extensions and did that, whatever they call that, where you do that, I was like, oh, that's right, Jennifer dances. It was like your acting persona eclipsed the fact it was a mean tango.
Oh.
How was that?
It was fun. It was fun. It was hard, though, that scene, with the dialogue and, the dancing and the no music when you film it. When you film those type of scenes, there's no music, so it's tough to keep the rhythm.
Wow. I thought the tango also made me think of this. A friend of mine and I were talking, and she was saying, when you studied ballet as a kid, you used to take the green line, and that's in one of your songs. And I thought, did you ever think when you were going to ballet lessons that you were going to go from there to like working opposite leading men in Hollywood? Was that part of a plan, or?
I mean, I just wanted to be an actress, but you don't think of all of those things, you know what I mean? Like how I'll be working with these people and I'll be, riding in these kind of cars and I'll be, you know what I mean? Like all that stuff comes as extras because really what you want to do, what I had the burning desire to do was work as an actress and work as a singer, you know what I mean? And that was always the focus and still is for me. That's what I really concentrate on.
When I talked to Adam, we talked about the fact that you're a triple threat, and he said there are not many left. I mean, it's true. You're like sing, act, dance, the whole thing. There are not many left, and I was like, wow, he's right. It's like you're like blessed, but it's like a throwback thing.
It is a throwback thing. I was raised on musicals, so I just always saw a career in this field as being able to sing, dance, and act. You know what I mean? So that's what I always loved about it. That's what I was going to do. I always felt like music was a very big part of me, but I also wanted to act. So it was, just something that was kind of natural.
All three.
Yeah.
Finally, I remember a wedding where my little niece threw flowers as she came down the aisle as the flower girl. Then when she got to the altar, she kept throwing flowers. And after I saw the movie, I thought, oh, they needed the wedding planner. Have you ever been at a wedding or part of a wedding when you thought, oh, like somebody told me, I think, not Matthew, Justin told me he went to some wedding reception where they were serving bologna sandwiches. Have you ever been at a wedding where you thought, oh my God?
I went to a wedding once in the Bronx. It was a family of mine. And it was really funny because they didn't pay for an organist. So as the bride comes down the aisle, we realize, like everybody in the church, it's not that many people, like 50 people, realize there's no music. So she's coming down and we're like, so people start going thump, thump, da-dum. Which I thought was the most, I look at my mother and father, and my mother and father, and we're like, oh, this is straight barrio right here. You know what I mean? It was hysterical, but that's life.
They needed a wedding planner.
They needed a wedding planner. They needed a wedding song.
That was so funny. I'm not kidding. I thought, I could be one of those. I could be a wedding planner. I like that. It's great.
Thank you.
It's really great.